Normal cruise is 160 knots. Do better than the Cirrus, a few fighter jets, and you can do your homework. I mean, we've done years and years and years of homework before that.
All right, we're at Oshkosh 2025 and walking around, found something again very interesting, and I think you would like to hear more about it as well, which I'm about to myself. So let's get to it. If you would, introduce yourself and a little bit about the company.
So I'm David Laurie, founder of Centuri, previously called Cobalt. We had been here 15 years ago when I founded the company, but about a year after founding the company, presenting a mock-up, and since then a lot has happened, a lot of building, failing, flying, redoing, iterating, and we are now with that level of maturity of the product, about 100 flights below our belt, and what to say about that plane? It's obviously a very sleek design. It's been made and designed and iterated for the experience in mind at all times. So visibility, noise, reduced noise, comfort, ease of flying, very snug controls, push rod belt crank mechanisms on all axes, and all the things that we would find cool on other airplanes, civilian and military. That's why you have some inspiration from a few fighter jets, and trying to do our best in accumulating all the qualities in terms of roomy cabin and power and speed, and so performance parameters and control values such as everything we designed.
Yeah, I noticed I guess like you said, military fighter. I mean, the tail. The two verticals. I mean, that definitely stands out. It almost kind of gives it that jet look. Obviously, and that was probably.
Yeah. So the V-tail is here because we have this big nose, which is a yaw destabilizing factor. So you want more wetted area at high angles of attack. So whenever you're high on on final. You want, as soon as the plane yaws a little bit, to have that area that's wetted. And so that, in addition, with the winglets and the keel, we have a keel just below the
back of the tail.
That provides sufficient tail volume for us to be to have the desired stability. That matches also our controllability, because as you know, the more you get stable, the more you need to be controllable in yaw. So
and I also noticed the canard up front there. You got that for So is that's actually your elevator then?
That's the elevator. Absolutely, that's your only pitch control.
Yeah, on the front there. So I guess let me jump right to it. How fast? It looks fast. So let's just answer that right now. How fast? What's a normal cruise, I guess? Not pushing it, but.
Normal cruise is 160 knots.
160 knots.
I mean, what's normal? Depends on your weight. Depends on so many things.
75%. I mean, what would you expect to get? I guess.
So our goal is to go at least as fast as other canards out there. Do better than the Cirrus, because we're the same empty weight, but we're retractable. So for the same empty weight, and a canard. So canards typically have 10-15% higher efficiencies aerodynamically, because you are having a surface that participates in the drag, but also in the lift. So obviously the ratio of drag over lift or lift over drag is increased. It's better with a canard. But to get there, there's a lot of iterations and improvements that you need to do in external aerodynamics. Internal, with all the cooling, we have, if you've seen our videos, we have big scoops currently to cool down those big engines, such as TSIO 550 heats up a lot, so a big intake in the bottom. So all those things will be cleaned up as the flights accumulate and we get more experience, we get more flying,
more data,
and we take all the comments of people who have great ideas. I mean, since the beginning of Oshkosh, we've had so many experts that have tremendous amounts of experience who offer to help. It's very,
that's
very
encouraging.
cool community.
So the power plant, the IO550, so we're around 330 horsepower?
That one that you see here is an IO550, so 310 horsepower. And we have flown also the TSIO 550 with 350 horsepower.
What kind of fuel burn? Which, I mean, that's a big bore Continental, but I mean,
between 15 and 20, depending on how you fly. 55% to 75% power. And obviously the turbo, your 18 and up.
Yeah,
I'd say at 75%.
Yeah,
Oh no, takeoff is like 25 to 30 gallons.
25 to 30.
Takeoff power is just eats up a lot. Yeah.
That's first.
Yeah,
first initial, and then you pull it back.
Yeah, but you can feel the power. It kicks.
Yeah. Okay. Good deal. So, how many? You said about 100 flight hours on this.
100 flights.
100 flights. Okay.
Because a flight hour in flight test doesn't mean much. You could do the same thing for 1,000 hours, and then you got 1,000 hours, but then it doesn't mean that you're anyway beyond. Every flight you de-risk to mitigate the risk. Obviously the first flights you don't know anything. It's a blank sheet, clean sheet design. So there's no, even though there's a lot of things that have been inspired by velocities and cozies. Our pilots own those planes. They know them. There are things that they love. Everybody loves those planes, but also things that can be bettered or that can be done differently. So we take, we open our ears for all those comments and ideas and try to make them reality. So initially, you have an envelope that's completely empty. It's scary. You don't know how anything is going to react. If you're going to get flutter, and you can do your homework. I mean, we've done years and years and years of homework before that, and you will always find,
The actual flight is always going to be a little different. You can get close, but the fine tune and, like you said, the flutter, where is it going to break? So that leads to my next question. Actually, is how slow, like how kind of strip, would be comfortable? How slow can this airframe fly? Do you think?
So the goal obviously is to get it under 61 knots. That'd be ideal.
Yeah.
But we've flown down to 63 knots.
Oh, you're right there.
And what we want to make sure, what's really important, is that the canard stalls before the wing at all times. Could stall even higher.
Yeah.
It's fine. I believe a cozy or velocity. Some of them have approach speeds of up to 90 knots. So it's fine. As long as it's sound, as long as it behaves in a way that's that prevents you from stalling. That's the whole goal of it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're looking to get to that new final rule of the mosaic. Then you want to try to inch into that below 61.
Oh, that'd be awesome. But we're
you don't know.
Yeah, we're just progressing as we can, and we're in the middle of a big equation with many unknowns, and money is one of them. Customers who are our early adopters that understand what we're doing, that are okay with that level of risk compared to a Cirrus. We're leaders. We're not owned by the Chinese government. We don't have that kind of power. So we're elbowing our way to the market, and just by determination and obsessive quality of work, the taste for work, well done.
That should be focused. Quality and safety, obviously. You don't want to barely push into something that's really shouldn't be. Absolutely. So 2 more questions for you. The last one to hold off on is the price point for a kit. But first question is, I'd like to know, share with the viewers, is what kind of lead time, like if someone was interested, like if they actually wanted to get a kit and actually get their hands on it and receive a kit. I assume it's a kit. Like, tell me what that would look like.
So we have an oshkosh special. We have brochures on that with $585,000 for the kit, including its factory assist program.
Oh, it's okay.
Without the engine and prop.
Yep.
Why without the engine and prop? It's because we've had a hard time sourcing Continental engines. They don't stock them, or to our knowledge, or not for us at least. We don't stock them either. So you have to get your own engine. And honestly, we've had so many people that are very specific, very, very particular in the kit world about their engine, what they want, what they don't want. That we're like, we want to make a bold statement that we are an airframer. We are not liable for any, engine stocking issues or whatnot. So we're happy to install the engines that we know, those 2 engines. But I've had so many exotic asks for turboprops, for hybrid, for electric, for diesel.
So many variants out there.
Whatever, do whatever you want. But we're doing one big thing that involves a lot already, and we're doing it right. That's our job. That's what we're selling.
Yeah, okay.
But count on us for the airframe.
So what kind of lead time, if someone were to move forward and wanted to get their hands on a kit, I guess it would be kit factory steps. Is the factory assist, is that the only option you're offering?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
that's totally fine, and I think that's great.
Because honestly, there's so much involved in terms of expertise and know-how. You could make it, but it would look bad or if you're not properly trained.
You want it to be that way, and that's understandable. So what kind of lead time, if someone wanted to get into a factory assist, like?
So assuming no supply chain issues on our side, like canopy, for instance, canopy comes from Europe, the dampers too. You miss one damper, you can't fly, right? So just the supply chain management is one thing. We do have stock, and obviously keeping stock on sub-assemblies or parts is a constant question mark. Should I buy more? Am I going to stock? Am I going to use them? You have shelf life sometimes with certain things. But as production is running and we're outputting those things, we continue buying. So on our side, it takes us about 6 months with 4 to 6 people to make the whole plane.
Okay.
What we offer, what we think is the best thing to do, obviously with the FAA's approval of that process, is to make the whole plane and then disassemble it completely, and then train the person, the kit builder, on all the things that we can reasonably delegate because we feel safe about it. We feel, when it's going to be on a tarmac, it's going to look good, fly good, be safe, and be operated naturally in a way, in a foolproof way.
Okay. So it sounds like, correct me if I'm wrong, if a guy wanted to, move into this right now, they wanted it, they had the money, and they just wanted to, get to A to B as quick as they can, is this something they could do in a year from now, or is there a lead time?
Absolutely. No, he can do it in a year.
Okay.
Now, we've had orders coming in, and obviously, we have a production capacity right now of just 4 planes a year, so we're going to increase that. But we're just, again,
So that year could grow here fairly soon after the show, you don't know. But right now, leading up to this week, it's something you could do in a year. It's not like 2 to 3 years down the road.
Yeah. Okay. It's not a 15-year story. We don't want that. I mean, it's heartbreaking to see all those projects that are for sale on controller.com or whatever, that where the owner, the builder, just passed away and the kid is just half built, half not flying. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate it. And where can people get more information?
So www.Centuri, Centauri, just like Alpha Centauri, same spelling, -aircraft.com.
Okay. All right. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And everyone else, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Until next time, I will see you in the next one. Later.